Hello everybody, this is Frony's Evolving here, welcome to something that you've never seen before. This is Project Cars 2, and yeah, I got this game for $60, and there are some aspects that I like about this game, but some aspects that I don't like about this game. Yeah, the stock cars. Stock cars are a thing here in Project Cars 2, however, stock cars are a bit of a sausage here in Project Cars 2. They only have the Ford Fusion, and they don't have any actual paint schemes. Every paint scheme for these stock cars is fictional. There's no Chevy or Toyota, which is rubbish. But anyways, we're gonna do our best to ignore that for today. And it's NASCAR Championship weekend, and I would pick Homestead if that was on this game. However, Homestead is not in Project Cars 2. What we're going to do instead is that we're going to another track that is very treacherous, unique, and is something that is unique to Project Cars 2. Yeah, at least compared to Forza. We're going to California Highway. That's going to be the full track, and apparently you can set multiple laps here on California, even though it's a point-to-point track. I'm not entirely sure how that works. I'll have to test it out another day. But this track is a very long track, so we're not going to be testing it out for today. It's going to be a midday, one lap. I've previously done tests here on California Highway, but I've never done an actual race thingy. So, are we actually going to have a quote-unquote race, or is it going to be like I expect? It's going to be like a rallycross race where we, like, set the fastest time possible. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I've done this track about 3 times now, although I've done this track in a couple endurance prototype cars. This is my first time, however, driving on this track in a stock car. So there's that. Yeah, I previously drove on the track in the Porsche 962, yeah, the Porsche 962, you know, that Group C classic endurance car from, like, the 70s. I drove that car around this track, and that car is a monster, just like it is in Forza, you know. Actually, the Porsche 962 has actually become one of my favorite cars of all time, just because how well it drives. Like, it's such an easy car to drive. Like, you know, it's probably more agile than a modern-day Formula 1 car. And that's really saying something, especially considering that's a car from the 70s and stuff. But, yeah, we're not going to be worrying about the car today. We shall be doing our best in a stock car once again. So, alright, game is loaded in. Yeah, I guess it's a game of best lap or just go, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let's see, when we're about pit strategy, we're just going to go straight into the race. Here we go. Oh, no, it is like a proper race. Oh, okay. Alright, this is going to be a thing. Here we go. And go. Now, physics in this game are very finicky to say the least. Oh dear, okay, go. Yep, stock cars on California Highway. Okay, that was a terrible start. I'm too busy trying to do the thing. Okay, you know, we're just gonna restart because that was rubbish. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be an actual race from one point of the track to another. All right, let's try that again because that was rubbish. I'm gonna race in this view. Okay, that was an amazing start. Not really. Yeah, one thing about this game is the physics, at least with these stock cars, are very, very finicky. For example, these things are a bit challenging to control compared to Forza, and they slide out easier. So, like it's almost impossible to drive these things around Daytona, which is like crazy to think, because these things are these things feel at home at Daytona and stuff. But no. And here at California Highway, well, let's see how goodly we can do here at California Highway. But yeah, it's interesting how this race is branded. Oh dear, crash. This race is branded as like you can do multiple laps around the track, except it's a point-to-point race. I'll have to test it out at some point in the future in my spare time. But for today, we're just going to race up against 29 other stock cars as we do this thing. 12-mile-long point-to-point rally track thing, and I've spun. Hooray! I've spun. I've crashed. Yeah. And I've crashed into another guy. Yay! This is already a fantastic race. Yeah, all they have in this game is a stock car. So if you want to buy this game purely for the stock car part, then you may want to skip this game, because the stock carness again, or the NASCARness in this game is really not the greatest thing of all time. Like, the sounds are meh. I mean, they're better than NASCAR Heat 2, but they're nowhere near as good as Forza. Like Forza has awesome modern-day stock car sounds. You know, NASCAR Heat 2, they still really don't sound too much like NASCAR stock cars, but in this game, they're about in between. I don't know. I don't know. Oh dear, crash. Okay, go. So we're currently at 17th, which is, I guess, mediocre. I'm trying my best to blow up positions and talk at the same time. But yeah, however, yeah, so I see this game, if you're buying this game purely for the NASCAR-ness, since I just jumped in the air, and now I'm spinning out. Oh, I saved it that time. Then you might as well skip this game, but if you are a person with very taste in motorsports, and you like stuff such as classic racers, modern-day endurance prototypes, some Formula 1 stuff, and heck, there's even go-karts in this game, then you could buy this game for that. Just remember that if you are coming in this game from Forza, then get some practice for the physics-ness and the driving of this game, because it's not the greatest of all time. Like, if you're, if you're brand new to Project Cars 2, then I recommend playing career mode, or at least starting out with the go-karts, because those are interesting to learn in. And some of the higher performance cars are easier to drive than stock cars, such as, again, the Porsche 972, or 962 it is, yeah, 962. That thing is a monster to drive. You know, it's got lots of power, lots of acceleration, and yet so easy to drive as well. As I have another spin. Yeah, maybe driving these NASCAR stock cars on this track was a bad idea, because well, I can barely drive for a start. Also, I am playing with manual shifts, so if I do redline for a bit, then that's going to be a thing. But yeah. So Project Cars 2, well, I remember, you know, some say that Project Cars 2 is more of a simulation game, and it is recommended that you play this game with a wheel, and I don't have a wheel right now, so I don't know. If I ever get a wheel in the future, I might try to play this game with a wheel, but yeah, you might wait a while until that happens, because reasons. I might get a Logitech wheel in the future if I ever get the chance to do so. I probably won't, so don't hold your breath on me getting a wheel, because for right now, the answer is most likely no. Also, there's one other thing that I noticed with these NASCAR stock cars. Yeah, not only do they not have any Ford, not only do they not have Chevy or Toyota in this game, but these cars also have the completely wrong aero package. Like, it's interesting how these Ford Fusion stock cars, they have the 2016 and 2017 Ford Fusion body, and you can tell because it has the black grille. However, it has the 2015 aero package, meaning that it has the 2015 spoiler along with the massive splitter. And if you go on the cockpit camera, you can notice that it has the gauges that they had on these stock cars up until 2015 as well, which is another inaccuracy. And apparently these NASCAR stock cars were also in Project Cars 1, and it seems that they have brought these things into Project Cars 2 with not much improvement, which is a bit of a shame, to be honest. But, you know, I mean, I knew that these stock cars weren't going to do much, but I don't know, whatever. I mean, you know, I can live, but only because the NASCAR-ness over in Forza is better, and I have NASCAR E2, which is actually a decent video game. I know lots of you like to say, oh, but NASCAR E2 is a rubbish video game. Well, no. NASCAR Heat Evolution, no, that's a rubbish video game, but NASCAR E2 is actually decent, or good if you actually can have some fun with that game. But if you're a serious person, then I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of interesting how you can race with AIs even on these point-to-point races. You know, that's interesting. I don't know why I'm surprised why I found out about this, but whatever. But yeah, I do like California Highway as a track, and as a, you know, scenery is nice. Crash, balls. Okay, why does that look very dim? I set this race to midday, and oh wait, is it because I fast forwarded the time? Oh, maybe it's Maybe it's because I set the time to 60% fast forward. Okay. Alright. So we're going to the evening now. I see. I fast forwarded the time. That's why time is going by so quickly. That's why the sun is setting. Okay. Does that mean we're going to get to nighttime soon? Let's have another jump. I'm going to try to jump over the... Ah! Crash, crash, bang. Okay, that was way less exciting than I thought it would be. Oh, I got to the right view. Okay. But yeah. I don't know. The big problem with the sounds of these stock cars is that you can clearly tell that it's looping. Like, it reminds me of some of the custom horns that you can get for Train Simulator, even though it's completely unrelated to this. But, you know, like the looping of the... Like, you can tell that the sound is looping over and over again as you stay on the accelerator for some period of time. You know, it reminds me of some modded horns that you can get for Train Simulator 2017 and 2018 as it is right now. And it also reminds me of the engine sounds from NASCAR Heat Evolution. You know, it's not so easy to tell that's a loop in NASCAR Heat 2, which is an improvement, but, you know, that's the thing. Yeah, the sun is officially set. Yeah, the reason because of this is indeed because I set the time to 60% fast forward. Okay. Or 60 times faster than regular time. Okay. Also, I think I'm on the wrong side of the road. Okay, never mind, it goes back together. And now I've maxed out gear. Coloration. I think the AIs have done so as well, though, so it's not entirely bad. And now we're coming up to start finish. I'm going to beat this 21 guy to the line. Oh dear, I'm going to crash, bang, wallop. Okay, I made up another position. I'm going to make up another position. And there we go. End of race. And there's a big crash stand and all. So overall, I finished in 12th. Not bad, actually. So let's return to Race Central. Oh, that's it. Okay, I guess not gonna say anything else. Alright, I'll take a 12th place after doing pretty badly in the first part of the race, but I made a comeback. Let's just say that. But yeah, it's interesting to find out that you can do like races in these point-to-point races. Now I'm gonna get a question. What does multi-laps do? I'll have to test that out later. But yeah, I decided to do this video because I was thinking, you know, I don't really feel like recording NASCAR E2 tonight, so I figured, you know what, I'm gonna record a Project Cars 2 video, considering that I haven't done so yet. And yeah, so you may ask, will I do more Project Cars 2 videos in the future? Well, it depends on if it's high demand. Like if there's 17,000 people requesting me, hey, Frodo Bubble, you should do more Project Cars 2, then I might do some more Project Cars 2 videos going in the future. But if nobody pays attention to this video, then I'll just continue to do NASCAR E2 until that cycle is over. That's all for this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to comment, subscribe, like, and if you haven't already. And I shall see you in the next video. And go Truex.